And in store with us today, we've got the International Sales Manager of Universal Audio, Ichi.
Hey.
Nice to have you here.
Great to be here.
Can you tell us why someone would want to choose Universal Audio over the rest of the market?
I think the biggest difference is we're not really trying to make an interface.
Yeah.
My son's strange. It is an audio interface in that it pristinely converts audio and lets you record and output audio from your computer. But what we're trying to do is really give you almost every tool you would have in a studio.
Yeah.
And in a typical recording, you would need a mic preamp, and not just any mic preamp. You know, you typically want something with some color or some character,
yeah.
And so folks spend a lot of money on preamps. You also want things like guitar and bass amps, so that you can hear a sound, right? Before, not just your guitar plucking along.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of outboard equipment that can really help your sound. Things like compressors and reverbs and equalizers.
And these are all things that you typically have to buy individually, and they're all very expensive.
Yes, very, very expensive. And so what we've done is over the last 20 years, we've become very famous in the world for emulating the best equipment in the world. And Grammy, mixers and engineers use it every day to make the records you're listening to.
Yeah.
And you can use the same stuff in these interfaces.
Yeah.
And so basically you have boutique preamps and outboard right with you with near zero latency. So they don't run on the computer itself. They run in these boxes.
It's all inside.
It's all inside. Yeah.
So when, like, for instance, one of my favorite emulators is the patented Fender emulation.
Yes.
And the way that the technology you use to get that is incredible. So you can use that and that whole emulation, and it's separate from your computer.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And so that's what's really different about it, is that it allows you to have everything that you need that you would have in a studio in the box. It can even do things like talkback, a monitor control, so things that are usually not included in an interface.
So it's a one studio all in one box.
All in one. Yeah.
Now, can you tell us about the different products that you've got out at the moment? Because you've got a new range.
Sure. So this is all now Thunderbolt 3. And the lineup starts with the Arrow. And this is a 2-in, 2-out bus-powered Thunderbolt 3 interface.
Yeah.
So it's awesome for people that are really on the go.
Yep.
So you don't need to actually power this. You just stick the cable in the computer.
So you can use it in your hotel if you're touring.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So really cool. And then we have the twin line. And basically we have two flavors of this. And just how many plugins you can run. So one is called the Duo, and the other called the Quad.
Yep.
Yeah, and then this is a brand new member of the lineup. It's called the X4.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's been a request from a lot of guys that are collaborating with other artists. So once you have two people, you need two headphones.
Yep.
You need maybe guitar and bass.
Yes.
So basically, it has a lot more I/O. So 4 mic preamps, 6 outs, ADAT in and out. So basically everything you would need.
Incredible.
And it's still baggable. Yeah,
wow.
Still baggable.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
And it's Thunderbolt.
It's Thunderbolt 3.
Very good.
Another really unique feature of the lineup is that we wrote software and drivers so that all of these units can be connected together, especially with the rack series. So if you're starting off with this mobile stuff, and let's say you want to build a real studio in your house, you're probably going to start buying some rack products. Yeah, you never have to relearn the system. You just keep adding on and building as you need to. And you can also tear it down. So let's say you build up your studio, but you need to go record someone at someone's house, pull the X4 out, track them, bring it back.
And can you still access all the Universal Audio plugins and all the different emulators? Can that be accessed on all of them?
Yes.
Great. So it's not like, the 8 has one and the Arrow has...
No.
Yep. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in and chatting to us today. We really appreciate it. And we're very excited to have Universal Audio in our store.